I have an aunt who will be 92 years old this September, and her mind is intact, and except for little problems walking, physically she's okay. She does have one problem of concern, and that is she's losing her hearing. It's almost impossible to talk to her on the telephone. And in a one-to-one conversation, she's constantly asking you to repeat, what did you say? Because she can't hear you. And in a conversation, she's completely lost with a group of people. She sits there not knowing what's being said. And sometimes I look at her and I see in her eyes a fear because she doesn't know what's going on. And she also has a fear of staying home alone because she can't hear. She can't hear the doorbell or the telephone. So she's afraid sometimes to stay by herself. In today's gospel, we see Jesus taking the man who is deaf with a speech impediment, and he brings him to a side away from the crowd, and he touches his ears, and he touches his tongue, and he gives the man his hearing and his speech back. You know, Jesus, in a very wonderful and tender way, takes the man who is deaf and he pulls him aside because he knows sometimes that people with handicaps fear crowds and noises and all of that that's going on. So he's taken the man aside and he's ministering to him in a very peaceful, loving, and tender way. Today, if you pick up the television, the newspaper, or look at the television, you'll see Revlon is telling you that you need this to have a beautiful face, and Jenny Craig is telling you that you need to lose 20 pounds to be part of the beautiful people, and L'Oreal is telling you that you need this for your hair so that you can be part of the beautiful people. But what about the not so beautiful people? Our ads leave out the poor and the powerless, those who can't speak for themselves, either on television or in the newspaper. But in today's gospel, Jesus says that everybody is beautiful and everybody is welcomed into the kingdom of God. It makes no difference what you look like. It makes no difference how many degrees you have. It makes no difference where you live or where you come from. In today's readings, the kingdom is open to everybody. And Jesus pulled that man who was deaf to the side and said to him, "You too are somebody, and you too are welcome into the kingdom of God. I don't care how you're dressed. I don't care how you talk. I want you to know that you are welcomed into God's house."